Hello everyone, myself Priya. This is an audio recording for visually impaired students. The name of the chapter is Alkynes. Introduction. Alkynes constitute another series of open chain unsaturated hydrocarbons having the general formula CnH2n-2. As the formula suggests, they are even more unsaturated than alkenes. They contain a triple bond between two carbon atoms in their structure and are isomeric with alkedynes which contain two carbon-carbon double bonds. In the present chapter, we shall consider the chemistry of alkynes. Nomenclature. The common system. In this system, alkynes are generally named as derivatives of acetylene, although some of them have special names as well. IUPAC system. According to this system, the class name of these hydrocarbons is alkynes. The name of individual alkynes are obtained by adding the suffix YNE to the word root, and the other rules being the same as already explained in case of alkenes. The common as well as IUPAC names of first few alkynes are given below. Formula है C2H2, common name acetylene, IUPAC name ethine. C3H4, common name methyl acetylene, IUPAC name propyne. Similar in similar way, 1-butene and 2-butene. If a molecule contain both carbon-carbon double bond and triple bonds, the two are treated at per in seeking the lowest number combination. However, if the sum of the numbers turns out to be the same starting from either end the carbon chain, then the lowest number is assigned to the C double bond. For example, pent 3 in 1-ine, pent 1 in 3-ine, hex 1 in 5-ine. Alkynyl groups. The monovalent groups detained by the removal of a hydrogen atom from a molecule of alkyne are known as alkynyl groups. The individual groups are named by replacing the final electron of the name final E of the name of alkyne by YL. For example, ethinyl 1-propynyl. Structure isomerism in alkynes. Alkynes exhibits the following types of structural isomerism. Chain isomerism. Alkynes containing 5 or more carbon atoms show chain isomerism. For example, CH3, CH2, CH2, C triple bond, CH, 1-pentyne, and so on. Position isomerism. Alkynes having 4 or more carbon atoms can exist as position isomerism. For example, 1-butene, 2-butene. Functional isomerism. Alkynes have the same general formula as dienes, therefore they exhibit functional isomerism with dienes. It is apparent that a particular alkyne can also exhibit more than one kind of isomerism. For example, 1-pentyne, 2-pentyne, 2-methyl, 1-butene, 1,3-pentadiene. Ring chain isomerism. Alkynes also show ring chain isomerism with cycloalkanes. For example, 3-propyne and cyclopropene. Terminal and non-terminal alkynes. Terminal alkynes having the triple bond at the end of carbon chain are termed as terminal alkynes. If the triple bond is present somewhere in the middle of the chain, the alkynes are termed as non-terminal or internal alkynes. For example, 1-butene is a terminal alkyne while 2-butene is a non-terminal alkyne. Geometrical isomerism not exhibited. Due to linear arrangement of atoms attached to triply bonded carbon atoms, alkynes do not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Structure of alkynes. Alkynes are marked by the presence of a carbon-carbon triple bond in their molecules. The carbon atoms involved in the formation of triple bond are in a state of sp hybridization. To know the main structural features of alkynes, let us consider the structure of acetylene and first member of alkynes. The carbon atoms involved in the formation of triple bond make use of two sp hybridized orbitals and two unhybridized p orbitals. The axes of the two sp hybridized orbitals are in a straight line with the orbitals pointing in opposite directions. The two unhybridized p orbitals are perpendicular to each other and also to the sp hybridized orbitals. Each of the four orbitals of course contains one electron. In forming acetylene, one of the sp hybrid orbitals of one carbon atom overlaps a similar orbital of the second carbon to give rise to a sigma bond. The second sp orbital of each carbon atom overlaps a 1s orbital of a hydrogen atom to form another sigma bond with each hydrogen. As the sp orbitals of each carbon lie along a straight line and the overlapping of these orbitals takes place along their axes, all the 4 atoms of acetylene naturally lie along a straight line. In other words, acetylene is a linear molecule as shown with the help of its skeleton. The two remaining mutually perpendicular p orbitals of one carbon overlap sideways to a small extent with similar p orbitals of other carbon to form two pi bonds in planes at right angle to each other. If the electron cloud of one pi bond is considered to lie bonds in planes at right angle to the nuclei, then the other electron cloud lies in front and at the back of the line. However, there is overlapping between the two pi bonds, and so that the 4 lobes of the two bonds merge to form a single electron cloud which is cylindrically symmetrical about the internuclear axis. It is obvious from the above discussion that carbon-carbon triple bond is made up of one strong sigma bond and two weak pi bonds. Its total strength is 828 kJ mole inverse as compared to 682 kJ mole inverse of a carbon-carbon double bond and 368 kJ mole inverse of a carbon-carbon single bond. Because of the smaller effective size of sp orbitals and the additional sideways overlapping of unhybridized p orbitals, the carbon-carbon distance in triple bond is only 120 picometer. In comparison, the distance of carbon-carbon double bond is 134 picometer. Similarly, due to the smaller size of sp orbitals, the ch distance of 106 picometer in acetylene is also shorter than ch distance of ethylene, which in turn is shorter than ch distance in ethane. The HCC bond angle in acetylene is of course 180 degree as the molecule is linear. The presence of two bonds in the molecule makes acetylene and other alkynes very reactive. Methods of preparation of alkynes. Methods of preparation of alkynes can be studied under 3 categories. General methods of preparation of ethyne and higher alkynes. Special methods of preparation used for ethyne. Preparation of higher alkynes from ethyne. General methods of preparation. Like alkenes, alkynes can be prepared by the elimination reactions of halogen derivatives as described below. First, dehydrohalogenation of dihalides. Dehydrohalogenation of dihalides by the use of a suitable base result in the formation of alkynes. The reaction takes place in 2 stages. The first stage yields a haloalkane which gets further dehydrohalogenated to form an alkyne. While the first stage may be carried out with alcoholic potash, the second stage generally requires the use of sodium amide, which is a stronger base. The dihalide employed may be vicinal or 1,2-dihalide to adjacent carbon atoms as in the above examples, or geminal or 1,1-dihalide as shown in the following example. Second, dehalogenation of tetrahalides when heated with junk dust. 1,1,2,2 tetrahalides get dehalogenated to form alkynes. Like 1,1,2,2 tetrabromoethane is converted into acetylene. The reaction is however not much practical importance as halides are themselves generally prepared from alkynes. Some special methods used for ethyne or acetylene. For commercial point of view, acetylene is the most important alkyne. First, action of water on calcium carbide. CaC2 plus H2O gives us acetylene. Calcium carbide required for this purpose is itself obtained by heating calcium oxide and coke in an electric furnace at 2273 Kelvin by the dehalogenation of haloform. When heated with silver powder, chloroform or iodoform forms acetylene. Controlled oxidation of methane at high temperature, 6CH4 plus O2, 2CH, triple bond CH, it gives us 2 mole of acetylene. This method is now used for the large scale preparation of acetylene. Coal-based electrolysis reaction. Acetylene can be prepared by electrolysis of a concentrated solution of sodium or potassium salt of malic acid or fumaric acid. Preparation of higher alkynes from ethyne and other lower terminal alkynes. Alkylation of sodium acetylides. This reaction involves the preparation of higher alkynes by treatment of sodium salt of acetylene or other lower terminal alkynes with an alkyl halide. Sodium salt of alkyne itself is obtained by the action of sodium or sodium amide on alkyne. The alkyl halide used is invariably a primary alkyl halide, as the use of secondary and tertiary alkyl halides leads to side reactions. Mechanism. The mechanism of reaction involves the nucleophilic substitution of acetylhalide ion for the halide ion of alkyl halide. The halogen carrying a carbon of alkyl halide acquires some positive charge on it due to the greater electronegativity of the halogen attached. This positively charged carbon is radially attracted by strongly nucleophilic acetylhalide ion with the simultaneous elimination of a halide ion, as shown below. Physical properties. Physical state. The first three alkynes are gases, the next 8 members are liquids, while the still higher ones are solids at ordinary temperature. They are all colorless and odorless. Only acetylene has slight garlic-like odor due to the presence of phosphine and hydrogen sulfide impurities. Physical constants. The melting points and boiling points of alkynes increase gradually with the increase molecular weights. The variations in the boiling points of isomeric alkynes are similar to those noted in case of alkenes. Even though the density also increases with the rise in molecular weights, yet all the alkynes are lighter than water. Solubility. Alkynes are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents such as ether, benzene and carbon tetrachloride. Chemical properties. The distinguishing feature of alkynes is the presence of carbon-carbon triple bond, which is made of a sigma bond and 2 pi bonds. As in case of alkenes, presence of pi bonds in the molecules makes alkynes highly reactive. As a result, they undergo many reactions including addition reactions, oxidation reactions and polymerization reactions. Besides these reactions, alkynes undergo certain reactions which are due to the acidic nature of hydrogen attached to triply bonded carbon. The important reactions of alkynes are discussed below. Addition reaction. Addition of hydrogen. When heated with hydrogen in the presence of suitable catalyst, alkynes can add an hydrogen to change into alkenes and ultimately alkanes. Partial reduction. It is possible to arrest the catalytic reduction at the alkene stage by using a special catalyst, palladium spotted on CaCO3 partially poisoned by lead acetate and quinoline and known as Lindar's reaction, or a nickel boride catalyst known as P2. Partial reduction can also be carried out by treating the alkyne with sodium or lithium in liquid ammonia. This is known as metal ammonia reduction or Birch reduction. Stereoselective nature of reduction. It is interesting to note that during controlled reduction, in the presence of Lindlar's catalyst or P2, addition of hydrogen takes place on the same side of face of alkynes and yields mainly cis alkene. On the other hand, metal ammonia reduction proceeds through addition of hydrogen on the opposite faces of alkyne and produces predominantly trans alkene. In other words, reduction of alkynes is a stereoselective reaction. Mechanism of metal ammonia reduction. The mechanism of partial reduction of alkyne by metal ammonia involves the initial donation of an electron by sodium to the triple bond. This gives rise to an intermediate which is both a radical and is called anion radical. This anion radical abstracts a proton from ammonia to form a vinylic free radical. Donation of another electron from sodium form a trans vinylic anion. The trans ion is strictly less hindered and more stable because in it the bulky protonation of trans vinylic anion leads to the trans alkene. Electrophilic addition reaction. Due to the presence of 2 pi bonds in their molecules whose electrons are easily accessible to attacking reagents, alkynes undergo many electrophilic addition reactions just as alkenes do. However, as expected, these reactions takes place in 2 stages involving 2 moles of addendum for mole of alkyne. Comparison of electrophilic addition in alkenes and alkynes. Due to the presence of 2 pi bonds in a triple bond and only 1 pi bond in a double bond, alkynes may be expected to be more reactive in electrophilic addition reactions than alkenes. However, the actual position is that alkynes are somewhat less reactive than alkenes towards electrophilic addition. This unexpected behavior can be explained as follows. Different types of hybridization. The triply bonded carbon atoms in alkynes are sp hybridized, while the doubly bonded carbon atoms in alkenes are sp2 hybridized. Now, the sp hybrid orbitals have greater s character and lesser effective size than sp2 hybrid orbitals. As a result of this hybridization, the electron pairs in the triple bond are more firmly held by the carbon atoms than the electron pair in double bond in case of alkenes. Consequently, the electron pairs of the triple bond are less easily available to the attacking electrophilic reagent as compared to the electron pair of double bond. Hence, alkynes are a little less reactive than alkenes in electrophilic addition reactions. Cylindrical pi electron cloud. In the formation of carbon-carbon triple bond, the four lobes of the two pi bonds merge to form a single electron cloud which is cylindrically symmetrical about the inert internuclear axis. In this cylindrical electron cloud, there is greater delocalization of pi electrons than if the electron cloud of the two pi bonds had not merged together. Due to the greater delocalization of pi electrons, alkynes are more stable and undergo electrophilic attack less radially than alkenes. Lesser stability of intermediate ion. Another probable reason for the lesser reactivity of alkynes is that the intermediate ion forms in the first step of electrophilic attack on the pi electrons is less stable than that formed in case of alkenes. For example, the addition of halogen acid to an alkene proceeds through the formation of alkyl carbocation intermediate, while in case of alkynes, vinylic carbocation in which positive charges lies on a doubly bound carbon is formed as intermediate. Vinylic carbocation is relatively less stable than alkyl carbocation and is therefore less radially formed. Therefore, alkynes undergo addition reactions less radially than alkenes. It may also be pointed out that unlike alkenes, alkynes do not undergo only electrophilic addition reactions, but some of their reactions also involve nucleophilic additions with electron-rich reagents. We now take up the important electrophilic addition reaction of alkynes. Addition of halogens. Chlorine and bromine add on to alkynes to form dihaloalkenes and finally tetrahaloalkenes. By proper choice of conditions, it is possible to obtain either di or tetrahalo products. The above mechanism is in keeping with the fact that addition of halogens proceeds in anti-manner. As compared to alkenes, alkynes are less reactive towards the addition of halogens. This could be attributed to the following two reasons. The intermediate cyclic halonium ion involved in the addition of halogens to alkynes is less stable and therefore more difficult to form than the halonium ion involved in the addition reactions of alkenes. In alkynes, the triply bound carbon atoms are sp hybridized orbitals which hold the electrons more tightly so that the pi electrons are less easily available for combination with the electrophiles. Addition of hydrogen halides. The hydrogen halides HCl, HBr or Hi add on the triple bond to give rise to haloalkene and finally dihaloalkene in accordance with Markovnikov's rule. This is the mechanism of reaction. Free radical addition of HBr. In the presence of peroxides, addition of HBr to alkynes takes place against the Markovnikov's rules. As already explained, anti-Markovnikov's addition involves free radical mechanism. Addition of hypohalous acids. When treated with an aqueous solution of a halogen, a product corresponding to the addition of 2 moles of hypohalous acid is first formed. This gets decomposed immediately to furnish a dihalocarbonyl compound. This is the mechanism of reaction. Addition of water या फिर hydration. On treatment with dilute sulfuric acid in the presence of mercuric sulfate catalyst, the alkynes get hydrated to form carbonyl compounds. Hydration of acetylene forms acetaldehyde. Higher terminals alkynes forms methyl ketones, while higher internal alkynes form other ketones. It may be seen that the final carbonyl compound is formed through the intermediate formation of an enol in which the double bond and hydroxyl group lie on the same carbon atom, which undergoes rearrangement to form the more stable carbonyl compound. It may also be noted that in case of unsymmetrical alkynes, addition occurs according to Markovnikov's rule. Mechanism. This is also believed to be an electrophilic addition reaction in which the first step involves the formation of a complex between mercuric ions and the triple bond water then attacks this complex ion, and this is followed by other steps. Addition of acetic acid. When treated with acetic acid in the presence of mercuric salts, alkynes form useful addition products. For example, acetylene forms vinyl acetate, which is used in the production of rubber and plastics. Nucleophilic addition reactions. Apart from electrophilic addition reactions, alkynes also undergo some nucleophilic addition reactions. This may at first appear to be rather surprising, but in view of decreased reactivity of carbon-carbon triple bond towards electrophilic attack, it is reasonable to expect that alkynes may be susceptible to attack by nucleophiles as well. Like electrophilic addition reactions, nucleophilic addition also takes place in two steps. In the first step, the nucleophile attacks the alkyne to form a vinyl carbanion, which then takes up a proton to form the final product. The complete mechanism may be depicted as follows. The important nucleophilic addition reactions are described below. Addition of hydrogen cyanide. Alkynes add on hydrogen cyanide in the presence of suitable catalyst such as the barium cyanide or cuprous chloride. For example, acetylene add on hydrogen cyanide in presence of cuprous chloride catalyst to form vinyl cyanide, which is in used the manufacture of rubber. This is the mechanism for reaction. Addition of alcohols. Alkynes can also add on alcohols in the presence of alkaline catalyst to form unsaturated ethers. For instance, when acetylene is passed into methyl alcohol at 433 to 437 Kelvin in the presence of potassium methoxide, methyl vinyl ether is obtained. This is used in the manufacture of plastics. Polymerization reactions. Two or more molecules of acetylene or higher alkynes combine amongst themselves to form various polymers as illustrated below with the help of a few specific examples. Dimerization. When passed through a solution of cuprous chloride in ammonium chloride, acetylene dimers to give vinyl acetylene. Vinyl acetylene itself combines with hydrogen chlorine to forming chloroprene. CH2 double bond CCl, single bond CH, double bond CH2, which is used in the manufacture of rubber. Trimerization. When passed through a red hot iron tube, acetylene is partially converted into benzene. Similarly, methyl acetylene trimerges in the presence of sulfuric acid to form symmetrical trimethylbenzene or mistylene. Tetramerization. Acetylene undergoes tetramerization under high pressure and presence of a nickel cyanide catalyst to form cyclooctatetrane. Oxidation reactions. On oxidation with different oxidizing agent, alkynes forms various oxidation products as illustrated below. Hydroboration oxidation of alkynes. When treated with diborane, terminal alkynes undergo addition in two stages, forming firstly a vinylic borane and finally a gem diboro deactivate. It is not possible to stop the reaction at the stage of vinyl borane. In case of internal alkynes, the reaction can be stopped at the vinylic stage by using suitable amounts of the reagent. If in place of diborane, a bulky sterically enhanced borane such as bis-1,2-dimethylpropyl borane BH, commonly known as diacetyl borane, is used, reaction can be stopped at the vinyl borane stage for all alkynes, whether terminal or internal. Oxidation of vinylic boranes. The vinylic boranes can then be oxidized with H2O2 in basic solution to form aldehydes or ketones via enolic intermediates. Compare with the hydroboration oxidation of alkenes. For example, hydroboration of 1-hexene with SiA2BH followed by oxidation with H2O2 OH to yield hexanol is shown below. It may be noted that hydroboration oxidation leads to anti-Marconi cause addition of H and OH. It may also be seen that hydroboration oxidation of terminal alkynes furnished aldehydes, while of internal alkynes gives rise to ketones. Ozonolysis. Alkynes add on ozone to form ozonides, which are decomposed to zinc dust and water or zinc and acetic acid to form dicarbonyl compounds. For instance, acetylene forms an ozonide which is decomposed to form glycol. It may be pointed out that if the ozonides are decomposed by water, the dicarbonyl compounds may be ultimately converted into carboxylic acids by oxidative cleavage with hydrogen peroxide formed in the reaction. Oxidation with potassium permanganate. Oxidation of alkynes leads to the formation of different products depending upon the nature of the oxidizing agent and the reaction conditions. We will now consider the oxidation of alkynes with alkaline potassium permanganate. Oxidation at room temperature. Upon oxidation with alkaline potassium permanganate at room temperature, alkynes are oxidized to 1,2-diketones or carboxylic acid. In this reaction, triple bond CH part of alkyne is oxidized to C double bond OH, while RC triple bond part is oxidized to RC double bond O. Oxidation at higher temperature. In the oxidation of alkynes with hot potassium permanganate, the triple bond is completely broken, leading to the formation of carboxylic acid and carbon dioxide depending upon the structure of alkyne. As in case of alkenes, the pink color of KMnO4 is discharged in these reactions as well. Therefore, the discharge of pink color of KMnO4 is used as a test of unsaturation. Oxidation reactions of alkynes with ozone or potassium permanganate are used for the structure of determination of alkynes. Combustion. When burnt in air or oxygen, alkynes get completely oxidized to form carbon dioxide and water. The reaction is highly exothermic. For instance, combustion of acetylene yields of heat energy per mole and produces flame temperature of more than 3275 Kelvin. Acidity of alkynes. A very prominent feature of acetylene and other alkynes having a hydrogen attached to the triply bonded carbon atoms in the acidic nature of such a hydrogen. Therefore, unlike alkenes and alkenes, terminal alkynes behave as weak acids. Case of acidity. The acidity of terminal alkynes can be explained as below. Hybridization. As already stated, triply bonded carbon atoms of alkynes use two sp hybrid orbitals each in the formation of sigma bonds. As such, these carbon atoms of alkynes have greater S character as compared to doubly bonded carbon atoms of alkenes and singly bonded carbon atoms of alkanes. Now the S character on an average are held more closely to the nucleus than p electrons. Therefore, the sp hybridized carbon atoms of alkynes have greater attraction for electrons, or in other words, they are more electronegative than sp2 and sp3 hybridized carbon atoms of alkenes and alkanes. Stability of alkynyl ion. Since sp hybridized carbon is relatively more electronegative, it is an accommodate the negative charge better. As a result of alkynyl anion formed after the removal of a proton from a terminal alkyne is more stable than the anions formed after the removal of a proton from an alkene or alkane. Hence, alkynyl ions can be relatively easily formed. It may be noted, however, that the acidic nature of acetylene and other terminal alkynes is very weak, even weaker than water. Thus, like water, they do not turn blue litmus red, but acetylene and other terminal alkynes do undergo the following distinguishing substitution reactions due to the presence of acidic hydrogen in them. Formation of alkali metal acetylides. Acetylene and higher terminal alkynes react with alkali metals to form salts and liberate hydrogen. For example, acetylene reacts with sodium to produce sodium acetylide and evolve hydrogen. But sodium acetylide is decomposed even by water to form sodium hydroxide and regenerate acetylene. This is because a weaker acid is always displaced from its salt by a stronger acid. Formation of heavy metals acetylides. Acetylene and other acidic alkynes react with heavy metals ions, particularly Ag positive and Cu plus ions, to form characteristic acetylides. These acetylides are quite explosive when in the dry state. Since the acetylides are easily decomposed even in weakly acid solutions, their formation and subsequent decomposition is utilized in the separation and purification of acetylene and other terminal alkynes form gaseous mixture. The formation of acetylides can also be used for distinguishing terminal alkynes from other hydrocarbons and even from substituted alkynes which do not undergo this reaction. Synthetic uses of alkynes. Apart from its well-known use in the oxyacetylide flame employed for welding purpose, acetylene also finds many synthetic applications. However, the higher alkenes are used only to a very limited extent, mainly because of their non-availability in large quantities. The main synthetic uses of alkynes are therefore described below with reference to acetylene. The important substances synthesized from acetylene are acetaldehyde, acetic acid, ethyl alcohol, acetone, benzene. Industrial solvents such as Western and Vestrosol, vinyl chloride, vinyl acetate and vinyl ethers used in the production of plastics and artificial rubber. Acrylonitrile used in the production of synthetic fibers and rubber. Chloroprene and butadiene used in synthetic rubber industry. Trihydrofuran, which is a very important solvent in organic chemistry. Lewisite beta-chlorovinyl dischlorosine, obtained by reaction between acetylene and arsenic trichloride, which was used as war gas. Thank you.